Hey moms. Okay, it's really early in the morning right now. It's the day before Easter. I don't even think it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I think it's 5:30 in the morning. I can't sleep. I never do videos like this, and I'm talking quietly because my family is sleeping. I woke up and I'm just thinking about all these like miracles of healing that Charlie's had over the years, and I guess I want to share this video with you because I don't know, Easter is tomorrow, and I just think of all the amazing things that I've watched, God do in Charlie's life. And I have to tell you, what was coming to me is that Charlie is now a 12-year-old, and he's in the 5th grade. And when I put him on his diet when he was 5, it took 1 straight year of confusion. Every diet you can think of, we would take some steps forward, we'd come back, we'd regress, we'd plateau. Then when he turned 6, we tried a true yeast eradication diet, the body ecology diet, just so many blessings with that, okay? And we kept moving forward, and then by the time he was 7-ish is when we even tried medication, and within months of that, I realized that I had to go back to the diet because he was regressing again unless I did his diet properly. We've had such a journey. What I was thinking about today was when he was 10, he could not still, even though he was doing so wonderful, he couldn't throw and catch a ball. He couldn't tie his shoes. He didn't care to do those things. He could hardly stay on a scooter. And I just remember that year of being 10 and being like, wow, we've come so far, and yet there's so many things we can't do. And so I just wanted to give you a little encouragement and a little hope that if you have a child that you've been working with for a really long time and you see such breakthrough, By the way, if you're like, why does she have makeup on at 5:30 in the morning? Well, it may have been yesterday's makeup, okay? I may do that. This is last night's hair. It was curled last night. Okay, I digress. The thing is this. Charlie was doing so great, and he was being calmer, and he was more focused, and his behaviors were falling away, but there was still so much work to be done and so much healing to be done. So for any of you moms who are like, oh my gosh, I see such progress, and yet it's not 100%, it's okay. When Charlie was 10 and a half, try not to cry. When Charlie was 10 and a half, by that point, he was a solid 90 days on his vitamin regimen. He was on his magnesium glycinate and his B6. You have to remember we took him off all of his vitamins early on because there were so many additives, there were so many things that were causing behaviors that I couldn't discern. Was it the vitamin that was causing a problem? Was it diet? Was it this? So I pulled a lot of his variables out. One huge variable was vitamins. I pulled them out. And I remember when I put them back on when he was 10 years old. And at day 90, I really saw some changes. And I remember he went outside for the first time. His older brother asked him to go throw a football. Charlie did not only have ease with throwing and catching the ball, he didn't even care to do it. But then again, if you can't really do something well, why do you want to go do it? And I'll never forget being at someone's graduation party and they're all throwing balls outside, and I looked out and one of my other kids goes, Charlie's throwing a football with Will. I'm like, what? And here I am, crying, weird mom tears because he's doing that. Great. That was huge. A couple months later, he was entering 3rd grade, but he was 10 and a half because remember I had him do 2 years of kindergarten because sometimes you need to hold your child back, and that's okay. He was entering the 3rd grade. We needed to go get new sneakers for school, and once again, we're looking for the Velcro stuff, and the pickings were so slim, and there was nothing for him because I may have waited till the day before school. And I remember him sitting on the ground, and I just said, Charlie, let's try and tie your shoes. Now, the number of times I had tried to teach him to tie his shoes was innumerable. I can't even tell you. It was like in one ear, out the other, couldn't get it. I sat him on the floor at the shoe store. And like all the other times, and you remember guys, 6 kids, I've done this before with tying shoes. And I once again gave him the instructions to tie his shoes. And he did it. And I was like, what? And I want to remind you guys that healing comes, no wait, what do I normally say? See, because it's really early in the morning. Like it's dark out. So early. I'm in an Airbnb right now, by the way. Thank you God for giving me that idea and getting an Airbnb in Florida for a month so I could visit my older girls with my family. But anyway, oh jeepers, what was I saying? Okay. Tying the shoes. Oh, I know what I was saying. That healing comes gradually, suddenly. It's like this cycle of healing. So don't be put off when you're like, you see healing and then it seems to stop. And then all of a sudden you see healing again and then it seems to stop. Just let it go. Let the brain heal. Let it happen. So on this particular day, he dyed his shoes. I was like, what is happening? At that same time, right before he dyed his shoes, we had been trying to teach him to ride a bike for years. I had been for months doing what I called scooter training, and I'd make him try to ride the scooter down the driveway, and then he rode a bike. Like, so many things happened, and so that was just like one portion of his life. So what I want to tell you guys is like, you can't give up. You cannot give up. And now, today, he's just flourishing. He grows more and more every day. He has the heart of a very young soul. Like, he is very childlike. He's super excited for Easter. I'm telling you, he's waiting for the Easter basket. He's excited to look for it, and that's fine. And you know, sometimes because we were homeschooling him this year and he's not around a lot of, public school kids, like, he's waiting for the Easter basket, so that's kind of fun. And the last point on Easter baskets, guys, don't get overwhelmed. Don't get overwhelmed with Easter dinner and all that other stuff. It's one day out of the year, and for those moms who are trying to find certain things, hit, the dollar store, hit Five Below. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a dollar store with everything under $5. You're grabbing a gift bag, you're throwing little things in there. Fine, if your kids are like, oh my gosh, they're just need and want all the candy, and they're going to those Easter egg hunts and all those things are happening, don't sweat it. Let them go and get into it with them. They really just want to be a part of it, and trust me when I tell you that then you can take those Easter baskets later that day, and that night you tell them to pick a few pieces, and then you take that and then you tell them, like, I don't know, it's the Easter Bunny switch, it's fine, and you put it out on the front doorstep, and the Easter Bunny switcheroo happens the next day, and they just get one toy. I don't know, moms, you'll come up with something, but don't sweat it on Easter Sunday. Like, do not let your joy be stolen for that day because you don't know what to put in the Easter basket, and you don't know what to let the Easter Bunny give them. Don't sweat it. And I apologize, I sound super congested because I may have been eating like some really fun food over the last few days. So that's it. Have an amazing Easter. So good. Just have a great Easter Sunday, and I don't know, just gradually, suddenly, the healing comes. Don't give up. Love you, moms. Take care.